Hey guys, Ashley French here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this wood address number sign. It is a super easy beginner level DIY project, and more importantly, I really want to share with you guys the steps I took to stain this properly and then to seal it properly so that it won't be affected by the elements, since it is an outdoor wood item. And I did make several mistakes when putting this together, so I plan to show you the mistakes I made, and hopefully you won't make those same mistakes. So let's get started. I am using 6-inch wide cedar boards and 2-yard stakes for this address sign. My boards are actually left over from a previous project, but one 6-foot cedar board is all you need. You will want 3 boards that measure 20 inches long, so I just measured and marked my boards and then cut them down using my miter saw. Then I laid the cedar boards with the smooth front side facing down, and I lined them up and nailed the yard stake to the back using my brad nailer. I wish that I had also used wood glue in addition to the nails for a stronger hold, and I would highly recommend that you do that. This was my first small mistake that I made on this sign, but at this point, your address sign is assembled and now you are ready to stain it. I used Varathane's pre-stain to condition the wood first and ensure that my stain would go on evenly without blotchiness. I never stain wood without using this first. And I just brush it on, and then you use a rag to wipe away any excess. I gave that about an hour to dry, and then it was ready to stain. I used Varathane's water-based wood stain, which I also highly recommend due to the low odor and the easy cleanup as opposed to an oil-based stain. It's very important to always stir your stain a bunch before using it and not to shake your can, because then you'll just end up with a bunch of bubbles. And then I just used a clean dry rag to apply it to my sign and to the stakes. And I let that dry for a couple hours, and then the sign was ready for its final top coat. And for the top coat, I used Varathane's Spar Urethane, which is a clear water-based top coat specifically made for outdoor wood items. It's UV protecting, seals out water, and it resists mildew and mold, so it's perfect for any wood that's going to be outside in the elements. And I just used a clean brush to apply it. Now let's talk about the numbers. So I got these modern address numbers off of Amazon, and don't worry, I've linked them below in the description for you. They come with a paper template, screws, little spacers, and some anchors. They are really actually designed to go in a front door or like the wall of your house, which is why they include the anchors. But I had to get a little creative with how to attach them to my sign, which I'm going to share with you. I will be using a couple of the nuts from this pack, which did not come with the numbers, but it's how the numbers are going to stay on our sign. The first thing I did, which ended up being my biggest mistake, was lining up the number templates side by side and then drilling the holes in the designated places on the templates. My mistake was assuming that the numbers would be evenly spaced out with these paper templates being side by side, and they were not. And there ended up being a large gap between my 6 and my 1. So when you are doing this, just watch the spacing of your numbers. You're probably going to want to overlap your paper templates a little bit so that you can get the right spacing. To attach the numbers to the sign, I screwed the long screws that came with the numbers into the back of them, and then I slid on the spacers, and I just pushed those long screws through the pre-drilled holes that were in the sign. It does take a little bit of force to get them to go through. You just want to make sure that the holes that you drilled are large enough for the screws to go through. And you'll notice that I did not use the plastic anchors that came with the numbers. Those are not necessary for this project. With the numbers attached, I flipped the sign over and I needed a way to keep the numbers secure to the sign and to keep them from falling out of their holes. So that is where the nuts come into play. Again, these nuts did not come with the numbers, but I did link a pack of, it's like a variety pack of nuts in the description below in case you need some. And I just simply screwed on a nut onto each screw just using my hands, and this is what's going to keep the numbers secured tightly to the sign. And with that, your sign is done and ready to be placed in your yard. So just to recap, don't forget to use wood glue in addition to your nails, and make sure your numbers are evenly spaced out, unlike mine. Also, be sure to subscribe for more DIY projects and home renovation videos, and if you like to be notified of new videos, hit that bell button. All right, so there you have it. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you would like to see more beginner-friendly, easy, basic DIY projects like this, let me know in the comments below. I also linked everything that I could link in the description below the video. Make sure to subscribe to see more videos coming out soon, and I hope to see you guys soon.